my name is Saranam Mark Greenberg, and in this video, I'm going to give you some basic instruction on how to use your sexual energy to activate your chakras and open your central channel. This is just an instructional video intended for adults who are serious about their spiritual growth. Okay, so basically, a prerequisite to this video is to have a clear grounding cord with the earth. You can look at some of the other videos on my website, www.saranam.us, to make that connection from your heart to the heart of Mother Earth, so you can feel a clear flow of energy or chi coming from the earth up through your root chakra. That's a necessary prerequisite to do this practice. So using the sexual energy is, a secret or hidden teaching in many ancient traditions, and you can read about that. There are Taoist traditions, Hindu traditions, et cetera, et cetera. There are more details in other books that have been written about that than I'm going to give here right now. I just want to give you some basic instruction about how to energize these higher chakras with the sexual energy, because it really speeds up your spiritual evolution. That's what I will say. Where you put your sexual energy, your sexual focus makes a big difference in life. And when you put it here into the central channel, into raising and activating and opening the higher chakras, it really speeds up that practice, both because it's a powerful energy, all this chi, all this sexual energy to direct into that area, and also because it's pleasurable. And so it puts your, not just your focus, but it also associates sort of this ecstatic pleasure that is associated with sexual energy with the opening of the higher chakras. So it makes it something you want to focus on. It's not something arduous or tedious, right? You can just use it. Okay, so here's the basic technique. You can do this either alone or with a partner. If you are practicing with a partner, I recommend practicing a few times alone just to get comfortable with the energy flow. And then you can do that with your partner. The basic technique, as far as physical technique, it involves doing something that women might be familiar with. It's Kegels, and it's a contraction of the pelvic floor. Both men and women can do this, just sort of, a pulling in or contraction, like when you're trying to stop yourself from urinating. That's a perfect example. You kind of pull in to contract those pelvic muscles. There's a contraction around the anus that happens around then too. So that pulling up of the pelvic floor, that contraction, it flexes the sacrum and the tailbone, which creates a little pumping action. It actually physically sends a pulse up the spinal cord, and the spinal cord ends in the brain stem, right at the pineal gland. And so that pulse of cerebral spinal fluid starts stimulating the pineal gland. So that's the physical action that you're working with as you're raising the sexual energy, kind of a rhythmic contraction of the pelvic floor that is flexing the sacrum and the tailbone to create that kind of pulsing of cerebrospinal fluid up the spine, stimulating the pineal gland. And along with that, you're visualizing this flow of energy that you've already connected with at the core of Mother Earth, at the heart of Mother Earth, coming up through your root chakra, which is right at your perineum. So you're opening your root chakra as much as you can, visualizing or feeling that, drawing up this big, really an infinite supply of energy or chi from Mother Earth, drawing that up through the root chakra, and you're kind of visualizing that or feeling that energy coming up your spine as you're pulsing. So you're drawing up the energy with each pulse. And of course, this is along with the whatever sexual stimulation you're engaged with, either by yourself or with the partner. And so the ecstatic sexual energy is also flowing up with this pulse, but now it's being redirected rather than in an outward direction. It's coming up the spine. And so you just keep doing that, pulsing, drawing the energy up one chakra at a time, first into the lower abdomen, into the sacral chakra, then into the solar plexus. You'll feel some sense of expansion as the central column will kind of open and expand as you're drawing that energy up into the heart chakra and expanding. And if you need to, if you're coming close to the point of orgasm, then you just need to back off a little bit so that you have time to draw the energy all the way up. So again, that's either with a partner or by yourself. Just back off so that you can take a pause to be able to continue to draw that energy up through the heart chakra, through the throat chakra, up into the head until you reach the crown chakra. So when you bring this energy, this chi, really it's coming from Mother Earth up through your root chakra, and the sexual energy is engaged with it all the way up to the crown chakra. That's going to open and expand your crown chakra in a very significant way. There's an activation that happens when the crown chakra is opened with this big flow of energy or chi coming from the earth that is much more significant than what you would experience doing it any other way. There's a feeling of activation, of openness. And then once that happens, once you feel the crown chakra opening, you can open to receive that divine light coming down from above through the sun. The sun is a good focus of that divine light. You can just bring that in, and so you can start, just allowing that energy to flow in from above. That's the basic practice. If you're practicing this with a partner, then as you're drawing the energy, because you're engaged with the partner, you're going to actually be drawing that energy right through the partner. So it will, so this downward energy that's coming down from the sun or from the divine source will flow into you, and you'll draw it up along with that energy from the earth. And so you're creating this circular flow of energy as you and your partner are both drawing at the same time. That's circulating between both of you. And again, there are other books where you can read more details about this practice. And for men, of course, developing the technique to be able to retain the semen and completely draw up the orgasm, then that allows a longer practice. But it's not absolutely necessary to do the basic activation. So don't worry about that. That will come in time if you're interested in pursuing the more advanced teachings. Okay, I just wanted to give that basic introduction. It really speeds up your spiritual evolution, putting your sexual energy into that focus of opening the central channel and activating the higher chakras. Once you reach the crown, there are chakras above the head you can also activate with that same process. It puts a different focus and attention in that area, and it really speeds up your activation and development. Okay, I just wanted to share that much to help you on your spiritual path. Many blessings, and if you have any more questions or want to contact me for a free chakra assessment to tell you the state of your energy field, you can reach out to me at my website, which is www.saranam.us. It's not .com, it's .us.